since I was 16 years old. I'm 31 now. Don't judge. Don't judge. I was a student at Columbine High School when the shootings happened, and our amazing English teacher brought Catherine and Daniil and Joy and Ted in to help us cope with things, and there's no way you can cope with that, just FYI. But they did the next best thing, which was give us an outlet that wasn't talking to some weirdo in a quiet room on a couch and being like, hi, I'm 16 and look at how horrible my life is and you're kind of creepy and have a mustache. So the things that Catherine taught us were you never apologize for you were right. And, you know, as was said before, you write the same thing over and over and over and over and over again until you come up with something new. And I was very blessed to be in a group with 3 of my absolute best friends. My friend Allison, who I've been best friends with since I was 6 years old, and still am best friends with after 25 years. Lex, who taught me who I am. As a bisexual woman, it's a very hard thing because you don't fit into a neat little Lego hole. And Jocelyn, who is my best male friend's little sister, and had the most beautiful little girl a year ago, and taught me that maybe having children isn't the most horrible thing you can ever do. And today is actually my 7-year-old niece's birthday, and my little wolf-eyed little girl, Scarlett, and she's not here, she's in Alabama, but one day I'll read her all these things and she'll know how amazing she is. And that life can get rough, but it doesn't have to be horrible. So Catherine asked me to read something I wrote back when I was 16, 17, and in my way I said, no. I haven't written poetry in a very long time, and as you know, this week there was a shooting at Sparks, Nevada, that luckily, and luckily is a sick word when you say when 2 people have lost their lives, but luckily only 2 people died that day. And this was in response to that. I am the big game hunting coordinator for the state of Colorado, and so I work with a lot of people who love guns, and that's not a bad thing, but I think that there is some perspective loss sometimes. So this is what I wrote on Tuesday in response to that. You stand here in the hallway and speak so casually of something so horrific, unaware that your words reach ears beyond yours, removed from the truth of it by a 24-hour news cycle and endless streams of information from screens and screens and screens. You ask what I think. I don't say anything, but that doesn't mean I have nothing to say, or to think, or to ponder on, or to feel pain and pain and pain. Pain so deep, and those delicate eyeless miracle crawfish can't even live there. Pain like marrow, holding me up, laying me down. Active shooter, mass shooting, school shooting, these worn, empty phrases force me into terrible unoriginality. Where, who, how me, how old? Why? Then there's the anger. It burbles, it boils, it sloshes in the soles of my shoes, undirectable. It turns my face red and chimes bells in my ears. And next, one might expect is sadness, or sorrow, or hair tearing out grief and screaming and crying, and I can't fucking go on! But there isn't. Not since Virginia Tech. Not since my sister called to ask if I was watching TV, and then I was watching TV, and then everything went quiet and loud and hollow. Don't ask why that one. No, not even Newtown. Strange how I say their names like old friends, crush my breasts in a stranglehold to keep them alive. Now there's just numb, calm, pragmatic, detached numbness. For 5,301 days, give or take, I have lived with survivor's guilt. Every day I am astutely aware that I must live for 4 people. I escaped. My 3 dead friends did not. Forever trapped in that place where we look forward to being at, forward to leaving fondly back upon. My dead friends will never legally drink. My dead friends will never get married. My dead friends who never saw an iPhone or a black president or the Higgs boson. My dead friends who I can still hear laughing in my dreams. My dead friends who I can still hear laughing in my nightmares. Tragedy happens every day, I am reminded. People die every day, they say. School shootings are rare, I am told. Mass shootings are an anomaly, they cajole. Because somehow, knowing that there are people who die every day and people who suffer loss, it's supposed to mend me. It's supposed to open my eyes and make everything all right. As if I'm supposed to be okay with kids gunned down in the street in Detroit. As if I'm supposed to be okay with women gang raped in India. As if I'm supposed to be okay with domestic abuse in Montreal. As if I'm supposed to be okay with war and terror and hate and malice and fuck! As if I'm supposed to use the tears of others as a salve for my own pain. Well, I won't. Can't. I obsessively watch news sites while rejecting television news. I gobble up information like a perverse version of Grandma's Thanksgiving stuffing. Just as confusing, just as bad for you, maybe worse. And if you stand here in the hall completely oblivious to everything happening between my ears, no hushed voices, no downcast eyes, just the same non-committal lilt you used to talk about any news. Maybe the Broncos win, maybe the Broncos lost. But nothing about a violent death is casual. You hug your coffee cup and bemoan what the world is coming to. All the while, you pay your monthly NRA dues. You talk about how you were young. Things like this never happened, conveniently ignoring that the crime rate has remained steady for years and years and years. You wonder why so many kids don't know how to solve problems without violence, then go home and spank yours for stealing a fucking cookie. I don't expect you to understand. I've become used to the tension right before someone finds out my not-a-secret history. I see the look on your face as you realize. I know the answers before they are asked. Yes, I was there. Yeah, I was a sophomore. Yeah, I lost friends. Yeah, I knew the shooters. One of them was my best friend. I was lucky. I wasn't injured. I'm polite. I'm concise, which is by no means one of my stronger suits. I do not take well to sympathy, so I keep it detached. But if I had the choice, I'd let the emotions those questions raise come to the surface rather than bind them in a demented straitjacket and shove them someplace. I kind of think it's between my ovaries and my kidney because I always kind of hurt right there. If I let it come to the surface, I would beat my hands against the walls and claw at my hair and my face and scream and wail and howl. The world stopped making sense when I was 16. So how am I supposed to draw neat and logical conclusions for you now? I would tell you, I lost the luxury of normalcy in high school because someone I loved decided that hate was a better choice and killed and killed and killed. We all became famous by association, and fame tastes like blood and fuck me red lipstick. I hate that I can't just meet new people and be unextraordinary. I hate that I have 3 friends with whom I will never have the pleasure of losing touch with, then finding again via Facebook. I hate that someone created a fake Tumblr account using my name, and I think they probably did a better job than I would. I hate that turning in a resume creates a churning, vomitous feeling in my belly because I have given interviews just so someone can satisfy their curiosity. I hate that my boyfriend of 7 years, I can never be as intimate as I want with because he will never truly understand because he wasn't there. I hate that there has a capital T. And I hate that you feel that because the massacre at my school was broadcast to the world to consume, you can ask me these questions like it's not a big deal. And I hate that I want to share because maybe if I share, I can keep it from happening again. No, sorry, that's not true. Because truth is not simple. And because truth is fucking important. Maybe if I share, I can keep it from happening again. Maybe if I share, I can remind you to hug your friends, your family just a little bit tighter. Maybe if I share, I can convince someone that the nasty words you are about to spew forth might not be worth it. Maybe if I share, I keep one more kid alive for one more day, and that might make all the difference. Maybe if I share, I sleep soundly even when the wind sounds like bullets against my windows.
Wow.
And because truth is not always or even often convenient or pretty or noble, maybe if I share, you might take some of this burden that I carry away and I won't have to carry it anymore. And maybe if I tell just enough people, I'll be able to forget.